Have you ever noticed that some people are more focused on what they can extract from you rather than who you really are? It's as if you're just a stepping stone in their story, not a valued character. That realization cuts deep. It makes you question others, and sometimes even yourself. But here's the raw truth: people will take as much as you are willing to give. If you don't draw boundaries, someone else will dictate the rules of your life. Don't count on truth from those who thrive on deceiving you. We live in a time where it's easier to wear masks than show authenticity. Many prefer draining your energy for their gain rather than walking with you as equals. Harsh, yes, but necessary to admit: not everyone who praises you respects you. Not everyone who stays near has good intentions. This piece dives into 10 brutal realities that expose when someone is taking advantage of you. Each point is raw and meant to shake you awake. Because at the end of the day, you deserve connections that uplift you, not those that drain you. 1. Cutting remarks. There's nothing accidental about someone constantly tearing you down. People who repeatedly diminish your achievements aren't being careless, they're deliberately anchoring you in doubt. Picture this: you share a personal win, and they respond, "That's nothing." Or you share your goals, and they reply, "You'll never manage that." These aren't slips, they're tactics. Because a confident you is harder to control. Some attack your confidence because they can't handle your strength. Stoic teachings remind us, no one can strip us of dignity unless we let them. Their put-downs reveal their insecurity, not your weakness. The question is, do you let their poison seep in, or do you let it slide off? Value yourself enough to reject their games. Protect your self-esteem. Stay close to those who cheer your growth instead of mocking it. 2. Empty commitments. Promises mean nothing without action. Those who constantly swear they'll be there but never show up. They're bankrupt in character. Think of the person who assures you they'll help but disappears when needed. Or who makes grand claims but never follows through. Their words sound sweet because they're designed to win your trust. But reality? You're left with nothing. Words without follow-through are just lies wrapped in good intentions. Stoicism urges us to weigh people by deeds, not declarations. If someone repeatedly breaks promises, it's not about time, it's about priorities. And you're clearly not one of theirs. Stop excusing patterns of unreliability. Loyalty isn't spoken, it's shown. If they can't back up their words, those words are just smoke. 3. One-way street. If you constantly feel like you're the only one putting effort into a connection, you probably are. One-way benefit is when you pour out energy, time, or support, but they give nothing meaningful back. It's like you're rowing a boat alone while they sit back, enjoying the ride. They gladly take your help, but when you need them, they're suddenly unavailable. People never forget kindness, but they exploit it when it's limitless. This isn't generosity, it's exploitation. Real connections are mutual, not parasitic. Stoic thought reminds us, respect must run both ways. Otherwise, you're not in a bond, you're in servitude. Your worth isn't measured by how much you can give away. Sometimes, the strongest move is walking away from those who only drain. 4. Ignoring your feelings. Neglect doesn't always scream, it often whispers. It shows up when someone brushes aside your words, dismisses your needs, or mocks your emotions. When they act like your feelings are an inconvenience, they're telling you clearly, what matters to you doesn't matter to me. Silence during your pain is louder than any apology. This isn't forgetfulness, it's selfishness. A person who constantly disregards your emotions doesn't lack awareness, they lack care. Stoicism reminds us, self-respect starts with demanding respect. If someone keeps invalidating your emotions, you're not being valued. You're being erased. And the longer you allow it, the more invisible you'll become. 5. Psychological manipulation. The most dangerous chains can't be seen. Emotional manipulation is one of them. It's when someone slowly erodes your confidence until you doubt yourself. One day, they build you up. The next, they knock you down. This cycle keeps you addicted to their approval. They wound you, then pose as the cure. A manipulator doesn't just want your attention, they want control. But Stoic wisdom says, you rule your mind, not others. Awareness is the antidote. Pay attention to how you feel: tired, anxious, insecure. That's no accident. That's design. Protect your boundaries. Speak up. And when needed, cut ties. Freedom of mind is worth more than any toxic connection. 6. Lack of real support. Support is the backbone of any genuine bond. Without it, the bond is fake. Someone who's around only when it benefits them isn't with you, they're with your usefulness. Some stay close only when it serves their interests. Stoicism teaches us that hardships reveal true allies. Watch closely in your hardest moments who checks on you. Who vanishes? That's the reality check. If there's no support, there's no foundation. You deserve people who lift you in storms, not just those who appear in sunshine. 7. Rivalry disguised as friendship. Not all competition is healthy. Some compete to cut you down, not to grow. Every success you share, they overshadow. Every joy you express, they turn into a contest. Some cheer for you only because they're already planning to beat you. That's not inspiration, it's insecurity. Real relationships aren't scoreboards. Stoicism reminds us, growth comes from within, not by tearing others down. If someone constantly treats your progress like a threat, they're not rooting for you, they're racing against you. And that's not friendship. 8. Vanishing in tough times. When life gets heavy, masks fall off. Fair-weather companions love your highs but disappear in your lows. Their absence in crisis shows their loyalty not to you, but to their own comfort. True commitment isn't proven in sunshine but in storms. Stoicism tells us to see clearly without illusions. If someone repeatedly vanishes when you need them, that's not bad timing, it's their nature. Don't excuse absence. Don't beg for presence. Keep those who stand by you when it costs them something. 9. No return effort. Healthy connections thrive on give and take. If you're the only one giving time, care, affection, then you're not in a bond, you're in a transaction. Love without return isn't love, it's labor. The Stoic path doesn't demand exact equality, but it does require balance. If your care is ignored, your presence unvalued, or your energy one-sided, you're being treated as a resource, not a partner. And resources run dry. Protect your energy by investing where it flows both ways. 10. Treachery. Betrayal is the deepest wound. The moment you realize trust was misplaced. It doesn't always explode, sometimes it creeps in through lies or quiet disloyalty. Betrayal rarely comes from an enemy, it comes from those closest. When it happens, anger and heartbreak are natural. But Stoic thought offers another view. Betrayal rips away illusions. Painful, yes. But liberating too. After betrayal, the choice is yours: rebuild with boundaries or move on entirely. Either way, don't let their betrayal define your worth. Their choices reveal them, not you. Final note: here's the hardest truth: people treat you how you allow them to. If you put up with exploitation, it continues. If you accept disrespect, it repeats. You train others how to treat you by what you accept, what you reject, and what you walk away from. Stoicism doesn't say hate those who use you, it says recognize them, learn from it, and choose better. Life is too short to waste on empty hands and selfish hearts. Protect your energy. Value your worth. You don't need more people around you, you need the right ones. And sometimes the bravest act of love for yourself is walking away from those who only value you for what you give, not who you are. Stay strong. Stay clear. And remember, your life isn't an open field for users, it's a guarded fortress meant for those who respect its gates.